Duckboat Dispatch, episode 12. I checked fully loaded in, Sarah, so I know that one's right. I'm pretty positive on that one. It'll be embarrassing if it's not 12. Either way, we're back again another week. We are getting ever so close to football season starting. You can taste it, Sarah. You can taste it on the tip of your tongue. It's so close. Without Josh this week, Josh's birthday was a few days ago. He's off today. Happy birthday, Josh. You still owe us an edge rusher graphic. Don't forget. You still owe us that. And then we're doing coaches today. So, Josh, you're still going to be a busy boy this week. But Josh will get that at some point in time. It just won't be on time.
Never is.
Speaking on time, though, we are on time from the time we decided we were going to record today, which I know is something that people who, listen, watch, however you do that, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, you don't know what time we record. We're almost always 15 minutes late. And I don't want to say it's my fault. I'm not going to point blame on whose fault it usually is. But we were 2:30 on the dot, loaded in, did a little pre-show prep, and we are ready to roll, which is great because today was a busy sports day in the middle of August for Patriots and Red Sox fans because Roman Anthony, the future of the Red Sox, has signed an 8-year, $130 million extension as the Sox are rolling right now on a 7-game win streak, looking to get back-to-back sweeps, one against the Astros and one against the Royals right now after the deadline. They're World Series bound, Sarah. I'm feeling it. We're going to have playoff baseball at the very, very, very minimum at Fenway Park this October. It's exciting. And the future is very much now for this Red Sox team. Anthony is 21 years old. He was the number one prospect in baseball this year. They call him up this year in the middle of the season when they desperately needed some reinforcements. And the team has changed ever since he got here. And now, a lot has happened since he's gotten here. Rafael Devers was dealt away. The trade deadline came and go. Giolito has figured out how to pitch again. Brian Bayo has figured out how to pitch again. Garrett Crochet, oink oink, he's been a pig. He's been an animal. He's filthy all season long. But the future is now. Meyer, Campbell's still in Worcester. He's hitting bombs right now in Worcester. He's on like a 13-game hitting streak as of recording. But it's Anthony. That is the guy right there. He is the future of this organization. And when you look at Boston sports, the future is now for Boston sports athletes. Tatum's 27. Drake May is entering his second season. This is Roman Anthony's first half season as of right now. The future is bright in Boston sports, Sarah, and you cannot deny that. We're not going to talk about the Bruins because they're irrelevant and they're going to suck. But the future is now.
So
I love the Bruins, but they suck. They're irrelevant.
The only two sports I watch are hockey and football. I don't give a flying fuck about baseball. And I went to a World Series game, I think.
Do you even know what Roman Anthony looks like?
No, is he hot? Does he have long hair?
Doesn't have. He's got a good So Meyer has a good flow, but not like long, like Trevor Lawrence type hair. Not Trevor Lawrence long. Meyer's got a good flow, but he's injured right now with the wrist injury, anyways. But Roman Anthony, good Italian guy right there. Paisan, gotta love him. Him and his family. His brother's name is Anthony. You can't dislike that family. Family's a bunch of dogs. His sister's gorgeous too.
Italian women are beautiful. You can't deny that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true.
Can't deny that whatsoever.
You have to be aware of their families and their brothers.
They're all psychos.
And their uncles, their grandfather.
The uncles are dogs. Italian uncles are dogs.
Yeah, but they'll kill you if you mess with their niece.
Yeah, but you gotta get on their side and just play cribbage with them and they'll be fine.
Yeah, it's true.
That's the dream, but good day to be a Red Sox fan. Let's get the sweep tonight against the Royals, and then back on the road, I think tomorrow for the Red Sox. Not too sure about that, but back on the road. Fenway Park has been loud. Biggest ticket sale 2 nights ago on a Monday night in 6 years for the Red Sox. So they're back.
Damn.
They're back. And that was after...
I feel like they never really died. They were just playing like shit.
They definitely died. When they traded Mookie Betts away, they definitely died. They had that 1 year, 2021, our freshman year of college, where they kind of snuck their way into the playoffs. But the last 3 years has been disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. They fire Chaim Bloom. They bring in Craig Breslow. And last year, they're super hot going into the All-Star break. They come out very cold after the All-Star break. It's been the story of these Red Sox teams, and it looked to be the same this year, coming out 3 against the Cubs, 3 against the Dodgers, and 3 against the Phillies. And they looked bad against those they looked bad against the Cubs. They kind of got screwed against the Phillies in a few games, and then they bounced back, take 2 out of 3 against the Dodgers, 2 out of 3 against the Twins, and then it's the deadline, and it's time to buy. And they sit on their hands and they bring in no names, essentially, a bunch of casuals. They bring in a relief pitcher.
They love
Hmm?
doing that. They love
They
doing
love
that.
it. They
They
love it.
always. I'm like, who is this?
Exactly. Dustin May will get his first start tonight. If the Dodgers, who are World Series contenders, are trading you away, typically not a good player. It's how I would look at that. And that's where Dustin May comes from. And then the other guy, I can't even think of his name off the top of my head right now. I know it's not Justin Slayton who they brought in, but also I want to say he came from the Diamondbacks. He's a reliever. 5 ERA, 3.49 ERA is a reliever, I want to say was him. Not very good. 3 ERA is earned runs allowed, so average. So every time he goes out, he averages 3 runs, and which isn't good. Just not good. You want that to
Yeah,
be very low.
assumed.
As a reliever, not good. Starting pitcher, you don't love it, but you're usually going 5, 6, 7 innings, so it
Oh,
happens.
you said he's starting tonight?
I'm pretty sure Dustin May is getting the start tonight. His first start in the Red Sox uniform.
Well, you never know. They might see something in him that we don't see yet.
Absolutely.
Positive.
But they've been giving pitchers run support as of late, so he can go out there, and if they keep the bats stay hot, he can go out there and give up 2 or 3 runs, and Red Sox can still provide some run support. So it'll be interesting. But I imagine Fenway Park is as loud as ever with Roman Anthony. The future is secured here in Boston with Roman Anthony, and you got to be happy about that. If anything else happens this season, if they're a one and done in the playoffs, they secured Roman Anthony to a long-term contract, and they have a future and they have a foundation built. Now, extend Alex Bregman. You let us down at the deadline. You bring in these, I don't want to say scrubs, but the scraps. No big name second pitcher, starting pitcher, or first baseman bat like we wanted to. They brought in these scrubs, these no names, these cheap pieces for middling prospects you never even heard of. Extend Anthony, extend Bregman, make it up to us, Craig Breslow. You're right there. You're right there, Craig Breslow, to bringing us back to being more on your side. I'm not going to say I'm a Breslow guy,
Yeah.
but I'd be more on his side if he's able to pull that off at least. And then in the offseason, load up for a World Series run, because this team is ahead of schedule from where they should be because their prospects that they called up are legit. Anthony's legit. Meyer, if he can stay healthy, he's got injury problems. If he can stay healthy, he's legit. So it's time. You extend Anthony, extend Bregman, lock his ass down, and get ready to go for a playoff push this season. October baseball should be elite in Fenway Park this year, and I can't wait for it. On top of that, they're like 13 games away from hitting the over I put this season, Sarah. So I'm pretty freaking happy about that as well, to get some money in my bank account from DraftKings, because I am so unbelievably due heading into football season. And that's where we're going to go, Sarah, because joint practices started today for the New England Patriots. The commies are in town.
Yeah.
Patriots commies joint practice at Gillette Stadium, and Mike freaking Vrabel was in the bottom of a scrum today, and he came up with a cut on his face. I don't know if you saw this, but there was like a fight at practice, and Mike Vrabel got in there, and he somehow ended up at the bottom of the pile. He pulling players off. He is an absolute weapon for this New England Patriots team, and the culture he is going to build, the hard nose, hard ass head coach who's going to bust your balls, who's going to be on your side 24/7, 365. He is an absolute weapon. And very quick side note, apparently Travion Henderson is carrying a weapon himself in the locker room. I don't know if you've heard that, Sarah, but he has a schlong in the attached to his body, Sarah, from what I've heard. I don't know if you've seen that going
No.
around on Twitter.
No.
But apparently he's got a weapon attached to his body. So shout out Travion Henderson as well. That's what we like to see.
I'm sure your mom would love that you're talking about that.
I don't think she's on right now. What? He's a well endowed guy. From what our reports are, he's well endowed.
All
Nothing
right.
against.
That's just not the report that I was expecting to hear.
4th and inches is automatic now, I guess, Sarah.
Sure.
Tush push, no more tush push. Just put Trevion back there. I did steal a few of these jokes from radio this morning, but they're top tier.
I'm sure you did. Your dad
But yeah,
jokes.
this is a real test now, Sarah. Joint practices are a real test.
Oh, I know. And especially we're with what, the Commanders?
Yeah.
So you're looking at a playoff team from last year, and you're looking at another team that didn't even qualify for a wild card. So this could show. I mean, Friday night, if we win, who knows?
Yeah,
My
it's still
sister and I, though, we like to lose during preseason.
yeah, because it's usually if you go winless in preseason, you have better for some reason you'd have better odds to go undefeated in the regular season.
Better
Yeah,
odds.
it's a real test. And Commanders were a game away from the Super Bowl. So
I
if
know.
you can even look competent in practice, because that was all the reports we got last year in joint practices was how incompetent this team looked against who the hell did they even play in the preseason last year? Or joint practice? Were they joint practice against the Philadelphia Eagles last year?
I think it might have been.
Which was a team that was a year removed from the Super Bowl.
Which is the team that won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and they got demolished.
Yeah, no shit. But what was I gonna say? I'm drawing a blank here. Oh, if it's not the Jags, I don't really care.
In preseason?
Yeah.
Fair
Like,
enough.
if I'm not doing a joint practice with the Jags,
Alright, fair enough.
I just look for my ways to see Trevor and meet him and,
Kidnap him.
Yeah, pretty much. I would not kidnap him. He is a child. I'd take the child too.
Ooh, so now not only are you kidnapping an adult, you're kidnapping a minor, Sarah.
No, I'm just changing
Replacing
my name
the wife.
Lawrence. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
He's brunette. I'm brunette. It works.
You won't notice a thing.
You won't at all.
No, you won't notice. I'll never
He
figure it out.
proposed, his knee wasn't on the ground. It was a fake, okay?
QB, it was a fake nail.
Yeah, exactly. It was hovering. It wasn't even on the
Scrambled
ground.
out for a few yards after that.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't count.
It's like the fake spike.
He literally proposed to her on the Clemson field. Like,
Did
you
they meet
kidding?
at Clemson?
I don't fucking know. I think they met in high school.
Well, they must have gone to Clemson together, or else they would have done the high school field.
She didn't go to Clemson. They went to high school together, and I think she went to like South Carolina. I think she went to like a state school. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really care.
I would know nothing about them at all.
She played soccer at some school in South Carolina. Why do I know that?
We gotta have like a stalker segment of Sarah just stalking Trevor Lawrence.
I actually don't know that much about him, like, personally.
You know where his wife played college soccer?
No, I just said that she played college soccer in South Carolina.
Which is still very specific.
Which I don't even know if it's true. I'll fucking Google it.
There's 49 other states she could have won. There's like 8 other sports she could have played in college. Secondly, there's about 49 other states she could have played soccer at. So the fact that you know that much, I think, is a little scary. And while you looked it up, I'll bring us back to sports talk, football talk, real football talk, not where Trevor Lawrence's fiance or wife, current wife, as Sarah would like to say, went to college and played soccer. I don't even know what her name is.
Marissa.
Wherever Mrs. Marissa Lawrence went to school.
She went to Anderson University. Where is that?
I have no clue. Never heard of it. All right. Sarah's going to keep looking that up. Looking for where Anderson University went. We're not. Where? South Carolina? Bang. Right there. Hook, line.
From South Carolina.
I don't know, but let's put some like bars on your screen, like jail cell bars, and let's get you in an orange jumpsuit next week. Let's make it happen. Yeah, real test for the Patriots.
Oh, they met in 8th grade in Georgia. Began dating in 2016 and got engaged in 2020.
And you want to break up an almost 10-year relationship.
He's only been with one woman. Okay? He needs to experience more before he can get married.
Maybe one's the dream. I'm not going to argue with him about that. One and done the dream. One person your whole life. It's pretty special.
You wouldn't get bored?
If that's the love of my life, no, I would not get bored.
I would.
Maybe that says more about you than him.
Well, I'm exactly what he needs. He just doesn't realize it yet.
I never said that. I never didn't say that.
Okay, let me just live in my fantasy world. Okay.
Absolutely. You let me live in mine. I'm not doubting. I think you and Timberland should be great. I never didn't say that. I just think there's a few obstacles in the way.
The second
I
he
just,
was dating me, that man would win a fucking Super Bowl.
all right, bucket. Let me know when so I can place a future bet on DraftKings.
I'll
Because the odds are going to be pretty heavy because the Jaguars suck.
I'm just gonna be like, don't bet on them. They're gonna lose today because I feel like you would jinx it.
Maybe.
That's why I can't sports bet. I get so superstitious that like if I bet on the Patriots, they fucking lose every single time, even when Tom Brady was there.
I
Like,
think the only bet I placed on them was against the Bengals because I had a crazy money line and I was sweating it out at work and it was awesome. I lost every other bet that day, but that one win paid for all my other bets, which is really the dream. If you're not going to win money, just have a bet pay for everything.
yeah,
Um, Back to football, huh?
get a job.
I was betting at work. I do have a job. I have a sports
No.
broadcasting job, and I get to sit there and bet and watch sports. It's the best job. Best job in the world. Best job in the world. But back to sports. Back to the Patriots. The real test is just looking competent. I don't really care about if they win the preseason game or how they do in practices, 11 on 11s, 1-on-1s, which I don't think they ran once today. Just whatever. I don't really understand. I'm not in charge of, how training camp works. So however they want to do the joint practices, the coach is Dan Quinn, I think is the head coach of the Commanders, and Mike Vrabel, whatever they agree to for, um, you know, what they're doing, red zone, 11 on 11, 7 on 7, whatever they do. As long as it's not, the offensive line is getting destroyed by the Commanders' defensive line, or the receivers can't get separation, I'm okay with whatever happens at training camp. Like Drake May throws a few picks, whatever. It's training camp, even though his turnovers, I wouldn't say I guess, is definitely something I'm looking for him to improve upon this year because he was kind of a turnover machine last year.
I
Threw a lot of
think
interceptions.
a lot of that though was pressure and the pocket breaking down. So
Yeah,
a lot of that was out of his control, and I think that if he had a stronger O line that in the pocket stayed in place, I think he would have had a lower turnover. I really think that it was down to the O line because he was throwing
absolutely
lines
agree.
most of the time.
I absolutely agree. A lot of it was him forcing a ball because there was no other option.
Or
But it's still
running.
something you want to keep an eye on. It's still something I want to keep an eye on because maybe it is, maybe the pocket breaking down is maybe a catalyst, or maybe it is a catalyst of his turnover issues. And when that's gone, the turnover issue is gone. But if it stays, then we have to worry about that.
Yeah, exactly. But did you ever watch any of his like game tape from North Carolina?
No, very little.
I didn't either. So
No.
I'm maybe thinking like, was this something that happened there and we just never picked up on it, or is this just like what we just said, the O line breaking down, the pocket breaking down, and he's being forced to run and it's getting stripped, or he's just forced to throw a blind ball?
I think it's more that and just him adjusting to the
I hope.
NFL.
I hope so.
Because quarterbacks typically almost always have turnover issues in their first few years. Peyton Manning still leads the rookie interception record, I'm pretty sure, and Peyton Manning is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Um,
You can't let your little flaws hold you back or keep you up at night. Like no one's gonna be perfect.
yeah,
Um,
he's gonna
Trevor
yeah
Lawrence.
everybody through turn. He's gonna have turnovers at some point. I just don't want it to be Jameis Winston where he's throwing 30 touchdowns a season and 30 interceptions in a season.
Right.
That's what we want to avoid here with Drake May, and I don't think he's going to be that. I
I don't
really
think
don't.
all I'm looking for during I love watching preseason games. I'm not big on training camp. I'm not big on joint practices. I don't really give two fucks about that to be completely honest with you. I don't keep track of it. I like the preseason games. That's when I get to see everyone and how they really are in a game time situation. Cuz in practice, you could be the best player out there, but in a game, you could be sucking wind.
Yeah, Tyquan Thornton,
Yeah.
practice champion,
Yeah.
practice champion. Every year, I felt like there was a report. Thornton looks amazing, but he just sucked in the games.
Yep. And
So yeah,
I'm just excited. Friday night, Patriots Commanders, 7:30.
6:30. Josh and I are going.
Oh, fuck you.
It was Josh got the tickets for his birthday, and he's bringing me. Talk to
I'll be
Josh.
at work. I'll be at work. I also live on
I
an
have to.
island. You think I can get off this island in August?
I don't
Penny.
know. I don't really know how to get on and off the island. I'm assuming it's a boat.
The ferry.
Yeah.
Ferries. I got lucky that I got a freaking ferry for 2 weeks when I'm going to Tate McRae. Oh yeah, I'm going to Tate McRae. I'm so excited.
I think she's so unbelievably overrated musically. She's gorgeous. Don't get it wrong, but I think her music is so mid. I'm not even gonna like rage bait you, Sarah. I'm so serious. I think her music is so
Not
mid.
kidding me. Sammy's gonna slit your throat.
Sammy, where's my cam? I think Tate McRae, she's gorgeous. Don't get it wrong. She is absolutely stunning. Her
I think
music though is mid. It's
she's
whatever.
a pop star. Okay, she's a pop star.
Yeah, but Sabrina Carpenter is a pop star and her music slaps. Olivia Rodrigo, pop star, her music slaps. Gracie Abrams, pop star, her music slaps. Tate McRae, mid. I'll stand by this. Her music is so mid. So mid. Greedy, only good song like Greedy, okay, X's, mid, race car, mid, can't even or sports car, whatever the hell it is. Exactly. Don't even know it. Mid.
Hey, listen to Cut My Hair. Listen to Run for the Hills. Listen to Plastic Palm Trees and Rubber Band, and then talk to me.
All right, and I'll probably still come back and go, oh great, another mid 2 minute and 35 second song.
You have to listen to her words. That's what I like about her, is that she's telling you, like, her new album wasn't as strong as her old albums. If you like
I
go
understand.
back, if you go back and you listen to her old stuff, you're gonna be like, oh wait, no, she is good. And I think her voice is awesome. I don't like Sabrina Carpenter. I think she's a wannabe Taylor Swift.
No, Sabrina is puts
A
out
wannabe
bangers.
Taylor Swift.
No, she puts out bangers.
I like
Bangers.
Olivia Rodrigo and I like Gracie Abrams. I don't like Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina, short and sweet, is like
No. Shit.
bangers. Bangers. Man Child has maybe the catchiest choreography of all time, Sarah.
Choreography. Have you seen
Yes.
Taylor Swift?
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, on the sideways. Oh, what is that? The sideways stripper pole, whatever the hell that thing is called. She's just bouncing up and down on it. Awesome to watch. But the choreography of Man Child, the line dance, might be the catchiest choreography of 2025.
Yeah, it's catchy because it's fucking easy. Tate is a classically trained dancer.
I have two left feet and I can't do it, okay? But that doesn't mean it's easy.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
it's so
Tate
catchy.
is a classically trained dancer. She's trained her whole life in dance. She beat Maddie from Dance Moms, dude.
You think I watch Dance Moms?
Yeah, but you know who that is.
No.
Yes, you do.
Maddie from Dance Moms?
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
What else is she in?
Golden Child. It was a reality TV show. It
That,
was she was herself.
oh. I didn't know she was in another show or something.
But she like competitively danced her whole life and she's talented. So yeah, she does like stripper pole numbers, but like she does like real dance breaks. And I promise you, your little Sabrina Carpenter couldn't do half the shit that Tate does on stage.
No. And then once the Juno dance is so catchy too.
Yeah, that it's like a TikTok dance.
It's catchy. It doesn't matter. It's catchy. It
I
scratches
know.
my brain the right way, Sarah. You can't yell at me for this. It scratches my
Anyone
brain.
can do it. You have to be I think it's because I'm a dancer and I can appreciate.
Maybe. I still think her music, even if you take out the dancing, take out the fact that, I mean, they're both gorgeous women.
I liked her before I liked her music before I even knew who she really was.
Yeah. If you just go from the straight mute, like, I'm putting the song on the aux. Sabrina gets that function bumping. Tate McRae gets that function not even boiling. Not even boiling. It's like when you put the water on the stove and like the first bubble pops up. That's Tate McRae.
No.
Yeah.
I just
The music, the 2 minute and 30 second mid song from Tate McRae has nothing on Sabrina Carpenter. Nothing. Nothing on my wife, Olivia Rodrigo. Nothing. Nothing.
I think Olivia Rodrigo is very talented. I said I liked her. I like her and Gracie Abrams. I just don't like Sabrina Carpenter.
You know what I will take? I'll take
wannabe Madonna Taylor Swift.
I'm just gonna ignore that comment. Just because she toured with Taylor Swift one time doesn't mean she wants to be Taylor Swift.
She was doing like there were so many things from the short and sweet tour that copied the Eras tour.
Because she was literally touring with Taylor Swift before that. She was the opening act of the Eras tour, I believe.
It could be fucking original.
Or this is my mentor. I'm gonna pay homage in a way.
No. Be
I'm
original.
just saying she could be paying homage in a way.
Taylor Swift literally dropped an entire album about people copying her. You really think Sabrina would have done that?
They're friends.
I don't care that they're friends. I'm just saying, you don't. I would be mad if someone copied my shit.
And they're paying homage. I don't think they have any beef whatsoever.
I'm not
In
saying
fact,
you do.
I will take the Pink Pony Club over every single song Tate McRae has. And I can't stand Chaperone at
I
all.
Chaperone.
Huh?
I don't like Chaperone either.
I'm not a Chaperone fan, but the Pink Pony Club is a banger.
Great
It is a
song.
banger.
It's a
It
great
is, in
song.
fact, a banger.
Like, it's the only song that I like.
And I like Hot to Go in the Guts Netflix special with Olivia Rodrigo. By herself, I don't care. But with Olivia, that is a banger. Watch it like 25 times with Carly during the school year. Carly and I would go to class, and she was like, "Do we have to go?" And I'm like, "Is this a Guts World Tour day?" And she's like, "I think so." We would drive back to the suite. We'd sit down in her suite. I'd make myself some Dino Nuggets, and we would watch that. And is in fact a banger.
Okay, I trust you. That was a little
I
detour.
don't even know how we got there.
I
I don't
don't
even know
even.
how we got there.
I don't
Tate
know.
McRae's. Oh, you were bragging because you're going to Tate McRae, and I was like, Min McRae.
Yeah, I'm not
Min
like
McRae.
bragging. I'm just excited. Sammy and I are going.
And you should be. Enjoy what you want to enjoy. I personally think she's kind of mid, but if that is what you enjoy, huh?
Her shows though are insane.
Yeah, because she's like on the chair doing lap dances.
No, she's doing like legit choreography. Just because a dancer uses like a bench or a pole doesn't mean that they're like stripping or being slutty.
That's pretty much what she does.
Like having a seizure.
That's pretty much what she does. She literally, hold on, let me move the camera. This is essentially what I see from the Tate McRae. I don't have socks on, so ignore it. But this is pretty much what I see when Tate McRae does her dances on TikTok. This is all she does.
You look like you're actually spastic.
That's legitimately what Tate McRae does. And I couldn't tell you what song it's to because again, her songs are mid. Her songs are mid. Let's get. Speaking of artists who I don't think are all that good, Cardi B, I think, is done with Stephon Diggs. I don't know if you've seen that. I believe they have broken up. Hold up.
Yep. Jumps, stands around.
Like, yeah, she's just flipping her hair a lot. Like,
have you ever seen the revolving door? I'm not going to let this go.
You can let it go as long as you want. I think she's mid. But if that is what you enjoy, by all means, be happy enjoying that. We're going to get copyright claim for this. You can't play the music. Like, yeah, that's very copyright music. Yeah. You're good. I'm thinking 2 steps ahead right now. It's gonna be a bitch to edit. God, great. I'm gonna have to cut up the dance. No, you're good. I'm gonna have to cut up my dance. No, I'll leave that in there. I might clip that. That's hilarious.
That would be clip that.
Yeah, but to sum it up, I think Tate McRae is mid. Huh?
You got rid of Max Yawn. What was that about?
Well, that was because there was no sound. So like when I hit like, it just edits, and I was like, there's nothing there, so it cuts it out. When there's no sound, it just cuts it.
So cute.
I'm not denying it, but I still think it was a great clip. Shout out Mac.
He's not here right.
Mark Kalita, one of our biggest fans, had the best comment. Mac Peduffily is a better podcaster than Tyler Duffy. Good comment. We'll have to see. We'll have to see when we have Duff on at some point before the college football season. Speaking of things,
we get to talk about Clemson and Bama.
Yeah, it's going to devolve into that. You'll have to write that rundown because I don't know enough about college football, but I can definitely, I can judge Judy it and
okay.
I don't know what the word is because it's blanking my mind, but I can delegate the conversation. Mediate. But yeah. Speaking of cutting things and planning, in 3 weeks the Patriots had to cut some players to get down to their 53-man roster.
No.
I think there's a few veterans that could be cut, Sarah. Not just rookies, not just undrafted free agents. I think there's some genuine veterans in this team who could be cut from this roster. And I think the clear-cut number one guy who could be cut from this roster that who considers himself a veteran is Ramondre Stevenson. I think his job, we're going to get to Jalen Polk, don't worry. I wouldn't call him a vet. He's a second-year player, but he still stinks.
That's why I was like, wait.
But if you look at it, he's making the most money on the team. Yeah. And he still has a fumbling issue. On the season ticket holder scrimmage, he fumbled twice. And if he's going to fumble, and Travion Henderson is a good pass-catching back, he can run out of the backfield, why not let the kid have a chance? And get rid of... Maybe cut is too strong of a word. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I definitely think Stevenson's going to lose a lot of minutes to Henderson this season, without a doubt.
This is why I think the NFL needs me as a coach.
Why?
Because I'd probably be the biggest bitch you've ever met. Like,
Maybe
I had that vision. I still have it. For some reason, it's the Ravens. Couldn't tell you why.
you want
It's
to be the coach of the Ravens.
That's when I have like that vision. That's who it is.
All right.
I don't know why.
Well, we'll get to coaches later in the show because we are doing our top 5 coaches this week. And then next week, Sarah's been begging and pleading and groaning in the group chat every week. I'm like, we're doing this week.
I'm like,
We're doing
no,
our favorite players next week.
yay, easy.
Which is a great idea for Sarah. Great idea from Sarah.
I want to know if you guys can guess who my number one is.
There's probably about 15 people that could be on your list, but we all know number one. All know number one. Come on, please. You're trying to kidnap his family earlier in the show.
Are we allowed? I want to do like just like favorite players of all time, like not just this season.
I mean, all time, I feel like is going to be tough because it's going to be a bunch of Patriots for all of us.
That's true.
But like currently in the league, there's not a lot of good Patriots, so I feel like in the league currently, I think would be more fun. But we'll talk about that in the group chat. We'll get Josh's input.
Let's do 6 and have 6 as like an honorary shout out to someone that's like from
Retired.
like our childhood.
Yeah. Fair.
Right, but
So
yeah,
let's make it like a niche player. Let's not make it Tom Brady. Let's make it like a very niche Patriot. Huh?
not gonna say Tom Brady. He wouldn't even make my top 5.
Love Tom Brady. I bleed Tom Brady.
I bleed Trevor Lawrence.
I'd give my life for Tom Brady for what that guy's done for our city.
Yeah, and then fucking kiss my ass bye 10-page slide for the Buccaneers. The Patriots did nothing.
Because he was a true Bostonian. He got old and wanted to go hang out on the beach in Florida. We all do it, okay? He was a true Bostonian. And his wife made him do it. There's nothing more Bostonian than that.
First, they put their family first, and they thank their family, and they're respectful to their parents and their grandparents.
Yeah, he did it for his family because his stupid ex-wife wanted him to go there.
What left him? Do it for his family. There's no family.
Because he's a bum. Well, at the time, he did have a family.
No.
Yes, he did.
She was already whatever. Don't get me.
Anyways, other veterans players, and I'm using veterans in like air quotes, who I think could also be cut. There's been a lot of talk about Kyle Duggar, specifically from Tommy Curran, and I take what he hurt. I don't know if he's hurt, but with Pepper's back
today, that he might.
Well, I know one of the corners tore his ACL.
It was probably in the same paragraph because I read it very quickly.
Yeah. So been a lot of talk about Duggar, specifically from Tommy Curran, and when it comes to the Patriots or like Boston sports, I take what he says like very seriously. What'd you say?
It was a Dial, DIAL.
Tore his ACL.
Yeah,
it's the corner, right? Yeah,
it didn't say.
I'm pretty sure he's a corner. But a lot of he thinks Duggar could be cut, and if he thinks it, I agree with him. I think he's very in the know with the New England Patriots and how that organization runs. So I give that a lot of weight to that. But other people all come down to the wide receiver room for big cuts for me. I think Kendrick Bourne could be on the list. Jalen Polk, I think, is going to be the first cut on this team. I think Javon Baker has a better chance of making this team than Jalen Polk, just because of the way reps went yesterday. I think he has a better shot. Matt Collins will make the team. He'll make the team.
Yeah, I know. I put a little, like Instagram story of him on yesterday, and my freaking boss slides up and he goes, "He's gonna get cut," and I was like, "You're so lucky I work for you, or I'm gonna say some really mean things."
No, there's no way he's getting cut.
I forgot about him.
I don't know why he doesn't wear shoes.
Love it. I don't like shoes. I hate shoes.
I mean, I don't like it either, but I think feet are disgusting.
You don't live on an island.
I mean, yeah.
I go to the farmer's market and the flea market, and 90% of the people there don't wear shoes. And if you wear shoes, you look like a tourist.
Slab with the socks. That's what I would go with over shoes.
With socks? That's crazy.
All day.
I do flip-flops and barefoot. And if I'm at work, sneakers. That's it.
I can't leave the house without my dogs barking. There's a lot more I wanted to get to. But we got sidetracked by Tate McRae. McRae sidetracked us.
Bad. Hey. That's rude.
The one thing I did want to say before we transition to our top 5 coaches, this Friday the Brady statue is being revealed at Gillette Stadium, where 12-foot statue, he deserves it.
12 foot?
Yeah, 12 because he wore 12.
So if freaking I can't think of anyone with a low number. Who's number 5? I don't either.
But they're doing 12 because like TV 12, like everything 12. So he'll wear. It's gonna be a 12-foot statue.
Why are we giving him so much fucking praise and he gave us literally nothing when he retired?
He came back into the whole Brady night.
So,
What do you mean? So he came back and did a whole speech about he retired and when he was like, "My name is Tom Brady and I am a Patriot." Was his last thing at the statement? Was that last thing at the Brady night last year?
yeah, because he saw how mad we got.
No, because he loves us. He loves me. He loves me as a Patriot fan. Okay. If Tom Brady was here right now, he would kiss me on the lips, Sarah. Okay.
Then, ew.
Just like he kisses his kids on the lips.
Ew. That's
But no.
weird.
So the statue, 12 feet tall, and there's been a lot of talk about what do you think it's going to look like. And Josh and I were kind of talking about it last night on the phone. I want, and I know it won't happen, but I want it to be the first Super Bowl win when he's on the
Mhm.
stage and he has his hands on his head like that with the backwards hat. That is
Yeah.
what I want the statue to be. I don't think it will be because I think the crafts will want it to be wearing like a Patriot jersey and have the Patriot logo. But what do you want from the statue?
He had didn't he have like the Super Bowl shirt on?
Yeah, he had like the Super Bowl, what is it, 38? No, not 38.
I know.
32?
That's all I know. Right? It's 2001.
Yeah, maybe Super Bowl 28.
I don't know. But I was 1 years old. Or no, I was like a couple months old.
Yeah, wasn't born yet.
I was. He won Super Bowls the year me and my sister were born.
He won Super Bowl in 03, that season.
4. Oh, the
Well, he
03.
won it. They won it in 01, and then they won it. They didn't make the playoffs in 02, and they won 03 and 04 back to back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so what do you want the statue to look like? Because I want that. I want that. I'd be happy with the Super Bowl 51 when he's got the trophy up. Those are the only two I'd be happy with.
I haven't really thought about it. Maybe like lifting one of those, kind of like the picture where he's like this with the rings.
With that might be good, and like put him in a Patriots jersey.
Yeah, I like that. Honestly, if I had to pick, it would be the video of Tom and Gronk after
Just
they
make
won
it like a hologram.
Chiefs. Yeah, and you just play that video on repeat.
Yeah. Well, rightfully deserved. He deserves his statue here. Even if you were scorned when he left, he changed the organization forever, and you can't deny that.
I am not denying it. I never will deny it. He's the best quarterback in the NFL history. I still don't like the way he left. To me, it was you. To me, it was a big fuck you.
I think it was more. I mean, it came down to money. Bill wasn't willing to budge on the contract, and Brady wanted a big contract.
I understand why he left. I understand that. I'm talking about when he retired. When he retired, he didn't say an and, if, or but about the Patriots.
And he came back into ever since he's retired, it's been all Patriots. It's been all. I don't even think he's mentioned Tampa Bay.
I don't care. But when he retired, he did 10 pictures of him in Tampa. I'm sorry, you played 20 years with the Patriots. You played 2 seasons in Tampa and you think you're hot shit, Tampa Bay through and through? No. They didn't draft you. They didn't help you. They didn't make you. The Patriots did. And that's not fair to us. I'm sorry.
And
I will forgive him, but I will never forget what he did.
Don't piss off Sarah.
That was
Let's switch up. Let's go to our top 5 coaches in the league right now. I don't want to list the list I thought about the most, but again, with all these lists, 1, 2, 3, like locked, 4 and 5 were toss-ups, and a bunch of guys could be in there as well. But I'll do mine. I'll do mine first because I've never gone first. I'll do mine 5-1, very quickly, because there's a few other things I want to get to before we get out of here. So number 5, I have Dan Campbell. Yeah, he makes some stupid in-game decisions that kind of cost them a chance at the Super Bowl, but I love the way he coaches, and I think the energy and the mentality and the culture he brought to that Detroit Lions, he changed the whole franchise. He entirely changed the franchise. After having Matt Patricia, who was one of the worst head coaches of all time, in that building, and then Dan Campbell comes in and he completely shifts things. They have a run-first offense. He's able to make Jared Goff. He's been able to make, along with Ben Johnson, who's no longer there, Jared Goff looks like a serviceable quarterback who you could win a Super Bowl with. So I think you can't deny Dan Campbell. Yes, he has some moments where it's like, what are you doing going forward here? Just kick the field goal. But he's going to live and die by his beliefs and his his philosophy of coaching, and I respect that. I also love his pregame speeches. They get me
I
so
love
gassed
him.
up.
I love him.
Just
I
a
think
dog.
I think he's just reckless, and I love it
He
because
coaches with some cojones.
it works. Also, he's not bad to look at.
All right. At number 4, I have John Harbaugh. This is the Harbaugh on the Ravens. Been the model of consistency for decade and a half, 2 decades at this point. Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, the offense was undeniable. It was impossible to stop. And yes, they have some playoff struggles, but I still think if I could take any coach in the league, the Harbaugh brothers are probably the greatest head coaching brothers of all time. I love Jim Harbaugh. Everywhere he goes, he wins. But John Harbaugh, been with the Ravens since 2000. It's been with the Ravens forever, as long as I can remember. And I know this was a while ago, but if you're able to win a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco, I respect you because I think Joe Flacco is. I love him, but he's the definition of a bum.
Yeah,
Not a
I see.
bum, but he's not elite. He's a game manager that he went on a run and won a Super Bowl, and I get that was over a decade ago. And John Harbaugh has been close. Lamar Jackson and him haven't been able to get over the hump, but I still would take him over majority of head coaches in the league with the model of consistency he has built there. At number 3, I was super passionate about making sure this guy made my list. Kevin O'Connell of the Vikings, I think, is an absolute offensive genius. All I need to say to back up why he's number 3, he won football games with Sam Darnold as his quarterback. Sam Darnold, the ghost boy from New York, he was able to win football games with.
You're gonna
All I
blow
have to say.
ears out with that.
Yeah, that was the point. Make sure to get my point heard across.
Yeah,
At
that's
number
fair.
2, Sean McVay, probably the smartest coach in the NFL.
Yeah.
Again, he made the Super Bowl with Jared Goff, who above average game manager at best from a quarterback.
Yeah.
He has an elite offense every year. He's able to find talent, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nakua, Kyron Williams, and then you add in a quarterback like Matt Stafford, who's just a dog. He is a Georgia Bulldog. So I love Sean McVay. Who's in the background? Annie?
Oh, my sister, she went water skiing.
Congratulations,
Annie,
Annie.
who's your top NFL coach? Who's your favorite NFL coach?
He's not NFL anymore.
Oh, so Bill Belichick. What you
Love
just
Bill.
text me? Love Bill. Bill's my number one.
Because he's dating a
Annie
young
was
hot.
him for Halloween, actually. Fun
She was
fact.
him for Halloween. That's a
Yeah,
riot.
yeah, it was awesome.
Did she have like a young
Cut off
24-year-old on her arm?
sweatshirt. Nope. Cut off sweatshirt, headset, clipboard. That's all she needed.
She needs a Jordan Hudson this year. You could be Jordan Hudson this year. You guys can go together. That could be your Halloween costume.
I think. Oh crap! What were we gonna do? Oh,
And then at number 1,
sorry. Go
no,
ahead.
you're good.
We were gonna do the Limu Emu.
The commercial.
Does
That's
it
choice.
at Elon you do like 2 slutty Halloween costumes and then the Darty on Saturday you kind of just like do a joke?
Oh, I forgot she's still in college.
Yeah, she's a senior. I know. I'm gonna be 24 in less than a month.
Still young enough to date Bill Belichick.
No, I want Trevor.
All right. At number 1, clear-cut best coach in the league is Andy Reid. Super Bowl 5 years in a row, something like that. 4 years in a row, something along those lines.
Yeah.
Huh?
He didn't win last year. He just got there.
It's still impressive to get there. Only 2 teams get there every single year. With Patrick Mahomes, he's had one of the most consistent offenses in NFL history. And even last year, without the elite offense, he still had an elite defense that was able to help out with the lack of weapons on that team. And Sean McVay, Kevin O'Connell are offensive masterminds, but Andy Reid is one of the greatest offensive minds in NFL history. And he's in multiple places. So that's where my top 5 goes. He's closing on the Don Shula record. He probably will break it before Bill Belichick. Because Bill Belichick, I think, is done coaching in the NFL.
I'm gonna make a new NFL team and I'm just gonna have Bill coach it.
You need billions of dollars. He might not be alive by then.
I can move some things around.
So that's my 5: Dan Campbell, John Harbaugh, Kevin O'Connell, Sean McVay, and Andy Reid. That's my top 5 coaches in the league.
All right. At number, a lot of people aren't gonna agree with this, but at number 5, I have Mike Tomlin.
So I see why you would say that.
Yeah. I don't know. I just have this like weird like respect for him. Because I remember freshman year we were learning about this rule, and I don't remember what it was called. But it was this rule where in the NFL, if you're applying for a job, you have to interview at least two people, like two
The
people.
Rooney Rule.
Yes. And I was looking at the history, and he's the only coach, like of color, that has been in the NFL consistently. Usually they do like 1 or 2 seasons and they move on, which it happens. The turnover rate in the NFL is crazy. But I don't know. I feel like he's been with the Steelers for 19, not 19, sorry. I read that as 19th. Oh yeah, yeah. 19th with Steelers. He's been with the Steelers for 19 seasons.
And he's never had a losing record.
Crazy. Crazy. So, yeah, last year was a little rough for him. It's fine. But just his overall career, insane. Now he has Aaron Rodgers. Who knows what's going to happen there? But I don't know. I think him with Drew Brees was just
Yeah,
great.
Mike Tomlin had been Big Ben.
That's what I meant, Big Ben. I confuse the Steelers and the Saints all the time. I don't know why.
Sean Payton, yeah.
Yeah.
Tough to
I
get Mike
think
Tomlin and Sean Payton confused, but you did it.
no. I just meant the teams themselves. I
But
don't
no,
know.
he hasn't had a real quarterback since like 2015 Big Ben.
Agreed.
Because even in the last 3 years, Big Ben was terrible.
I know. I remember watching his last game.
Which sad.
Shed a little tear. Not gonna lie. Number 4, I actually do have Kevin O'Connell too. I like him. Same reason. He's a fucking genius. Sam Darnold, praise God. Jesus Christ. You can deal with that and the turnover and just I feel like there were days where Sam Darnold just like had like he needed glasses and just didn't wear them.
Yeah, I mean, they were, 13-4 last year, and Sam Donald, something along those lines. And Sam Donald was the quarterback of that team. Sam Donald was an MVP candidate those first 5 weeks of the season because
I
of
saw
Kevin
that.
O'Connell.
When I saw that, I was like, "There, wait, what?"
He was balling out.
I know. He was. I mean, it's not Sam Darnold, but Kevin O'Connell. He has like a specific mind. He knows. I think he's visual. I think he sees it, and then he writes it down. He's like, "Okay, that's gonna work."
Yeah, I mean, he is a quarterback whisperer.
It's like the coach from The Waterboy.
Yeah. Can't think of the actor's name, but I know he's the Fonz.
Yes. All right, and then what am I at 3?
Yeah.
Okay, at 3, I have Dan Campbell.
Yeah. Motor City Dan Campbell. Gotta love him.
I love him. Like I said, his recklessness. I think there's just this thing about him that people want to listen to him. They want to listen to him. They want to follow him, and they don't want to disappoint him.
He does have a very aggressive coaching style. Aggressive.
So I went with him at number 3. The only thing I am a little worried about this year is that he lost one of his
Johnson.
coordinators.
He lost Ben Johnson and the defensive coordinator. Aaron
Yes.
Glenn is the head coach of the New York Giants.
Mhm.
New York Jets.
Yeah. So I'm a little nervous, but I think he'll be fine. I mean, they haven't lost a lot of people. So it's pretty relatively the same team as last year. So I think going forward they'll be good. 2.
Yes.
Put Andy Reid at 2.
Now someone said that's too low.
I don't give a fuck. Be happy he even made the fucking list.
Yeah, you didn't put Patty Mahomes on the list, so you're growing. This is growth, Sarah.
Well, I just fucking despise Patrick Mahomes. Andy Reid, I respect him. No, I don't. I respect his game. I think he might be a little too friendly with the refs, but that's all hearsay apparently. But no, he has a great record, and you can't deny the stats. Unfortunately, you can't. Also, he's a big dude.
He loves cheeseburgers.
Oh yeah, you can tell. He looks
No,
like
he
the
literally
Colonel.
says it.
No, I know. He looks like the freaking Colonel from what's that commercial?
The general.
Yeah.
No, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
No.
The
It's
one
like
with Shaq in the car.
no, the insurance guy.
Yeah, that's the one with Shaq in the car, right? The general.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure that's the one.
And then number 1, get mad at me all you fucking want. He's not in the NFL anymore. I don't give a fuck. It's Bill Belichick.
All right.
Sorry. Not
All right.
really. Bill Belichick, and I'm not even going to explain it.
Top 5 NFL head coaches, and one of them isn't in the league. One of them was kicked out of the league pretty much.
He wasn't kicked out.
No team would take him.
Yeah, they were too scared of him.
All right. That's fair. That's fair. Hey, your list, your time to do what you want with it. So we'll get those over to Josh. Josh, we'll get the graphic up on the socials at some point in time. We still need the edge rushers graphic, Josh. It was your birthday, so we give you a few days pass. But we'll get those.
Is you get to make 2 new things for us.
Yep. Josh's 5 will be on there. I want to close real quick. The towards attraction today, just so we didn't bring anything. What we did bring, though, was a few NFL players that have requested trades or holding out, just not happy with their organization. And I just wanted to bring those to the table today. There's 3 of them. Talk about which ones we would want, which ones you think are most likely, and who do you think would help the Patriots the most. So the 3 out there are Terry McLaurin on the Commanders, the wide receiver, Trey Hendrickson, the edge rusher, or the defensive lineman from the Bengals, and then you have Micah Parsons, the edge rusher from the Dallas Cowboys. Micah Parsons would be the clear-cut best one to bring in. Clear-cut best one to bring in. Game changer. Game changer. And you can pay him because you have the money. Hendrickson, they have the most cap space in the NFL.
Yeah.
Hendrickson would be, I don't want to say riskier, but he's older, but he did lead the league in sacks last year. So to just shore up that middle of your defensive line would be huge as well to have that veteran presence, that like veteran presence.
Kind of like, what is he, defense? He's defense, right? Defense. Yeah. Never mind then.
And then Terry McLaurin, the wide receiver from the Commanders, he would really give you a clear-cut 1 and 2.
Receiver?
The wide receiver is still going to suck this year, I think.
Yeah, I know.
Diggs, I mean, just think about it. McLaurin, Diggs, Booty, Williams, and then whoever else. Pop Douglas.
That's Booty.
You have a pretty good wide receiver room, I think, right there. Much better than what you have right now.
Yeah.
So I would like Parsons the most, and then McLaurin, then Hendrickson.
Same. I agree. I just thought of this, but I saw a TikTok the other day. I think I sent it to you guys. I don't remember.
Yeah, the Tyreek Hill one?
Yeah.
I don't want Tyreek Hill.
I don't want him either. I'm just saying, I don't like the way he was talking about us.
All right. I thought you were like, ooh, bring him. No,
Ew.
I can't.
Ew.
I don't know. You never know.
My opinions might be out there and not everyone agrees with me, but I have common sense.
All right. Fair enough. But out of those 3, I think McLaurin is the least likely to actually happen, where he gets moved. Yeah. I think he and the Commanders will figure it out. I think Henderson and I think Parsons is gone. The way he was talking about the Joneses and the way the Joneses have been talking about him, I think he's gone. I think that's done. So bring him. Bring him.
If you can't work on a team, why stay?
Do you think he doesn't want to be there?
He doesn't want to be on the Cowboys anymore.
Well, it's like a contract negotiation issue.
Oh. Or he fell in love with one of the cheerleaders and he wants to leave so he can be with them.
I don't think it's that. I'm gonna lean more. It's the contract issues, but that's a good idea, Sarah. Not a bad idea. Not a bad thought. We'll keep that in the back. We'll keep that in the back pocket.
Watch that tomorrow, and you're like, shit.
I think Cole Strange is married to a Patriots cheerleader, so I don't know if that's very good to bring in here.
Gronk dating a Patriots cheerleader.
That's who it is. Gronk. Okay.
No, Gronk is Camille. I think that's her name.
Know.
She was a Patriots cheerleader when they met. That's how they met. But then they didn't start dating because you sign these contracts. You can't interfere with any of the players.
Yeah.
Like, you can't talk to them. Hence why I'm not a Jaguars freaking cheerleader. Ooh, I should be.
Well, you have to be an opposing team so you can mingle with them.
No, but I gotta get close and get him familiar. So then when we like run into each other when I quit the team, I'm like, oh my god, hey. So
you gotta do like the Jaguars for like a year and then go to an AFC South team. So you still see him on the field, but you're not you can mingle with them.
Exactly.
Yep. Building a game plan here, Sarah. We're building a game plan.
Thank you.
I like that one a lot more than kidnapping his family.
I don't think I would actually kidnap his family. I would feel too bad.
I'm glad. What was I going to say? No, I forget it. It's breaking my heart.
Sorry. It'll be at like 2 a.m.
I probably will. But yeah, I would love to have Micah Parsons on this team. I think every single NFL team would be happy with the Micah Parsons on your roster. So
yeah,
it cost them an arm and a leg to get him. but you have the arm and a leg to give.
Yeah, especially if you have the money, you're in a rebuilding phase. I think that would be a smart purchase.
And he's still young. He's still young. He's so
Exactly.
young.
And he still has a lot of time, and he's an edge rusher. They last a little
Which
bit
would,
longer.
yeah, it would be a huge grab. Really, just show up that defensive line.
Exactly. And who doesn't want to be on the Patriots?
A lot of players.
Shut up.
Chris Godwin, Calvin Ridley,
I
T.
don't want
Higgins.
You didn't shut up.
They all had they all had the chance to come here. T. Higgins less, but they all had a chance to come here.
T. Higgins, Godwin's freaking hurt. I don't
Had a
want
chance
him.
to come here. He turned down more money to not come here.
Player. That's like buying off the sale rack, or like going to Goodwill.
Some people have to go to Goodwill.
Well, you know, we had a choice not to.
Well, ever since Brady's left, they've been struggling to bring in talent in the free agency market. They have to overpay. And if guys like Calvin Ridley are going to the Tennessee Titans over you, not everybody wants to come here, Sarah. I'm sorry.
Well, that should change.
You got to win to make that change.
They will win. Just not on Friday.
All right, not on Friday. If they bring in Micah Parsons or Terry McLaurin, although I think McLaurin's the least likely, although I think I might want him just as bad as Micah Parsons.
Well, do we have room for both of them? Like, do we have money?
Room for both. I have no clue if they have money for both of them, but it would just, they'd be so, I would feel so much confident about them being a wild card team if they had just one of them, because I don't think they're there right now.
I feel it in my bones. Something's gonna happen this year. I don't know what. I won't say what. I'm too superstitious. But something's gonna happen.
All right, I think we'll end on that. I think that's a good place to end it.
Welcome.
Episode 12, the Duck Boat Dispatch. No Josh this week. Hopefully next week, fingers crossed. Everybody's back. We're in full strength. No more skeleton crew. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, subscribe on YouTube, all at the Duck Boat Dispatch. Spotify, follow us there too. Posting the full episodes there now if that's how you prefer to listen to your podcast. You don't want to look at our mugs. That's your call, not mine. All yours.
Easy to listen in the car too.
Absolutely. YouTube is a pain in the ass in the car with Apple Play. So yeah, makes life a lot easier there. Next week, top 5 favorite players. We'll see what happens in training camp. We'll see what happens with the Red Sox. The Celtics made a few moves, but I didn't care enough to talk about them because they're salary dump moves at the end of the day. But I'm glad George Niang is not on the team because I didn't like him from his past actions against Jaylen Brown. So good riddance, George Niang. Exactly who? Exactly. I saw. Who is that player? I don't know that NBA player.
NBA, I couldn't tell you. I was sitting 2 feet away from what's his face?
Stephon Marbury? Steph Curry?
No, yeah. When he was I was probably in middle school. This was when he was new to the NBA. And my friends were flipping out and I'm like, who is that?
Where the hell were you sitting next to Steph Curry?
I was at some bougie restaurant in Egertown. Actually, that's where we're going tonight. But yeah. But he was sitting there and my friends ran over to take a picture with him. And I went over to take the actual picture. And he was like, oh, do you want a picture? And I was like, no, thank you.
Ooh.
I didn't know what to do. And I was like, oh, that probably hurt his ego.
Maybe. But greatest shooter of all time.
I know. I know who he is now. I know he's insanely talented and I kick myself every day. But it's fine. I chased Drew Brees all, so I'm good.
And that's a way to make up for it right there. So that's episode 12. We'll be back next week, hopefully in full strength. And hopefully there's an Alex Bregman extension, and hopefully we have good news from training camp. Good news is essentially no news in my book, that they're just looking good. That's my good news. We'll get more of the season next week. So yeah,